Under a vibrant sky, the air crackles with lingering energy as the branch family head towers over the battlefield, his dark robes billowing. His voice thunders, "Were you thinking of greeting the family head from your sickbeds?" Elder sister, Tang Yujin, steps forward, her Qingcheng sword dim, but her resolve firm. She bows sharply, declaring, Tang Yujin greets the branch family head. Wunhui, his torn robes fluttering, narrows his sharp eyes, realization striking. He mutters, "This man must be the head of the 9 Dragons branch family, Tang Wunhui's father." With a steady stance, Wunhui bows, his voice firm. Tang Wunhui greets the branch family head. Tang Ho-san reverberates, leaving the battlefield charged with unspoken tension between father and son. Looms forward, his stern gaze piercing Wunhui. Ghosty companion speaks with a commanding edge. "That's Junior Lord. You must be careful." He adds, "I thought he would have gotten weaker after the Wind Squad was disbanded. To think he has accomplished this." Wunhui and his thoughts deepen, realization dawning with a jolt. I can also tell, even if he specializes in leading large organizations, he still is the leader of the Tang clan's special martial unit. The air grows heavy as Wunhui's mind races, his expression hardening. I thought he'd be as strong as the elders of the heavenly demon cult, but seeing him now, he's much stronger than that. I'm detecting that in my past life as Yon Wunhui. Tang Ho-san's piercing gaze locks onto Wunhui, his voice cutting through the silence. Your gaze shows your dissatisfaction. The air grows taut as Tang Ho-san looms over Wunhui, his piercing gaze unyielding. He demands, "Is there something you wish to tell me?" Wunhui's expression tightens, his sharp eyes flickering with unease as he mutters, "Oops, was I staring so obviously?" Still, elder sister, standing nearby, her long hair flowing, tilts her head curiously. Wunhui wonders aloud, "I was curious why the branch family head is here." Hosan's voice sharpens, a hint of urgency breaking through. "Is there anything the 9 Dragons branch family can't go?" Wunhui, his face tense, adds his own concern, his voice low but firm. "I was concerned we might have caught the branch family head's eyes with our inadequate duel." The scene shifts to the hilltop, where Tang Tai, Tang Gon, and Tang Jin stand frozen, their faces pale under the bright sky as they gaze at the battlefield below. Their voices quake with disbelief, muttering, "I can feel everyone's shock." Tang Yujin, her long hair flowing, clutches her Qingcheng sword, her eyes wide with shock. She gasps, "Well, it's the abandoned bastard Tang Wunhui is talking back." The air grows heavier as she faces Wunhui, his torn robes billowing, his sharp gaze locked on Tang Ho-san. She muses in awe, "To the head of the 9 Dragons branch family." But from Tang Wunhui's residual memories and from seeing him with my own eyes, I can tell. Tang Ho-san's stern face comes into view, his gray hair tied back, his piercing eyes unyielding. Yujin's voice softens with reverence. "This man, Tang Ho-san, is..." The tension peaks as her words echo across the battlefield, "a true man of the Tang clan." Wunhui stands before the towering figure of the branch family head, his father, his expression unreadable. His father responds, "Indeed, I did not find the duel interesting whatsoever." Wunhui, with his face stern, lets out a sharp, "Ha!" He adds, "Is that how a father should speak to his children?" Still, he pauses, his gaze piercing. "I heard you've had a personality change, but it's better than I expected." Father, looking at Yu Chang, adds softly, "Though another child was..." The branch head's expression darkens, his tone heavy with judgment. "Disappointing." The branch head, his expression cold, saying, "Tang Gon, Tang Jin, Tang Tai." He continues, his voice firm. Your reactions were slow. Train yourselves with more devotion. They bow their heads in unison. Yes. The branch head, turning away, adds, dismiss the audience, lead the house members, and deal with the aftermath. Tangon and the others nod. Understood? Wunhui, walking beside his sister, glances at her with concern. Why do you look so down? Elder sister, her expression heavy, responds to Wunhui, because we're still too weak to catch father's eye and gain his interest. She turns to him, her voice softening. Are you okay, Wunhui? Wunhui, his gaze distant, replies, well, the branch family head has always been that way. He recalls their father's cold demeanor. He's ignoring for so long, he suddenly gained interest after I showed potential. Wunhui's thoughts darken. As for the third born, whom he had the highest, immediately vanished when he became disappointments. Elder sister, her face reflecting regret, murmurs, sorry, I shouldn't have asked, that you aren't fond of father. Wunhui, snapping out of his thoughts, manages a small smile. Anyway, aren't you hungry, sister? He perks up, raising a hand. Want to grab a drink together after we change? Elder sister, now seated in a cozy room under the moonlight, raises her cup with a wide grin. This is what life is about. Wunhui, sipping his drink across from her, smiles faintly. You eat and drink like you've starved for days. He glances at the spread before them. Don't you get tired of meals in the Qingcheng sect? Elder sister, picking at her food, mutters, they do. They give me lots of grass. She looks up, a playful glint in her eye. Oh, it's one of Taoist temples. Her expression shifts to mock indignation. At my age, I should be eating plenty of meat and drinking lots of alcohol. Wunhui, watching her with amusement, teases, this is why you shouldn't become a stupid ascetic monk, Wunhui. Wunhui, pouring more drink into elder sister's cup, smiles. Sure, here, another cup. Elder sister, her cheeks flushed, beams. Good, keep pouring. Wunhui, leaning back, asks casually, speaking of the Qingcheng sect, he continues, what kind of person is your eldest senior brother? Elder sister, pausing mid-sip, tilts her head. Senior brother, you're bringing him up? Her expression shifts to curiosity. You mentioned him quite a few times. Why wouldn't I be curious? Elder sister, her tone teasing, grins. Stop it. She waves her hands. Didn't you mention he's coming to the clan head's visit as a guest from the Qingcheng sect? Her voice softens. I should learn more about him now and treat him adequately when we meet. Elder sister, now more serious, points at Wunhui. You've the master, the wicked tricks of the clan members. Wunhui, his expression serious, warns elder sister, the fact that the Qingcheng sect's Yosan is visiting is something to be careful of. The scene shifts to a shadowy gathering, where whispers of a rumor circulate among cloaked figures. There's a rumor that the dark sovereigns of the Nine Dragons branch family. The tension builds as the rumor unfolds, is to found a new special martial unit like the Wild Wind Squad. The figures exchange glances, their voices low. If that rumor is true, then countless sects around Sichuan province will come to monitor or prevent it. That's also true for the Qingcheng sect, which has had a long relationship with the Tang clan. Elder sister, chopsticks in hand, pauses mid-bite, her eyes wide with realization. And the fact that they're sending their eldest senior brother to visit the Nine Dragons branch family. Her expression shifts to one of unease, means they do not trust her. I don't think she's realized that, though. Wunhui, leaning back with a thoughtful look, tilts his head slightly. Elder sister, her face lighting up with excitement, waves her hand at a new arrival. Over here. Wunhui, still seated at the table with plates of food, looks up as elder sister adds, Oh, did your drinking friend arrive? A familiar figure steps into the room. Tangon, who bows slightly. You should have held back in the grounds. We barely done cleaning it up. Elder sister, her eyes sparkling, spots Tangon and exclaims, Ooh, Uncle Gon? Tangon, smiling warmly, responds, "Young Lady Gyujin, I was impressed by your growth to see sword energy." Elder sister, beaming with gratitude, cuts in. Thank you very much, uncle." Her expression shifts to playful frustration as she turns to Woonhui. "Woonhui, why didn't you tell me Uncle Tangon was coming?" Woonhui, caught off guard, smirks faintly. "You never asked me who it was," she responded. "You brat." Elder sister, her cheeks still flushed from the drinks, gestures warmly toward an empty chair. Please, take a seat, uncle." Tangon, settling down at the table with a chuckle, replies, "Oh, thank you." He glances at the spread of food and drinks, then adds with a teasing grin, "You sure have ordered a lot today, as usual. I just hope you didn't order it in my name." Elder sister, her eyes wide with mock innocence, Woonhui answered, "Oh-ho, can I do that next time?" Tangon respond, "Did you bang your head somewhere?" Turning to Woonhui with a pout, she exclaims, "Woonhui, why are you being so friendly with uncle?" Woonhui, sipping his drink, looks at her with a puzzled expression. "Huh?" Tangon, laughing heartily, she adds, "Don't you know what kind of person Uncle Gon is?" She continues, "They haven't finalized it yet, but he's basically sworn our father's brother." A flashback unfolds, showing a fierce battle under a stormy sky, where a younger Tangon, bloodied but resolute, stands tall. He rescued father from danger during the bloody Qingcheng battle, and the clan head personally gave him his warrior title. Woonhui, his eyes narrowing thoughtfully at the table, murmurs, She turns to Tangon, her voice sharp. "Instructor, no, Uncle Tangon." Tangon, caught off guard mid-sip, looks at her. "Eh? What's the matter?" Woonhui, his expression softening with regret, clasps her hands together. "I didn't know about your relationship with father and apologize for the discourtesy I have shown." Woonhui watches her, his gaze steady as the memory of Tangon's bravery lingers in the air. Woonhui, his tone earnest, bows slightly. "Please accept my sincere apologies." Elder sister, her expression softening, smiles at Tangon. "Nicely done, Woonhui." She adds with a playful wink, "I'm sure he'll forgive your transgressions with apologies." Tangon, his face suddenly pale, cuts him off. "What on earth are you doing? How revolting. Did you tell him to do that, young Lady Gyujin?" Woonhui, taken aback by his reaction, quickly waves her hands. "Anyway, instructor." Woonhui, leaning forward with curiosity, shifts the conversation. What were the reactions of the righteous Windhall members as former Wild Wind Squad members? Tangon, still holding his cup, grins mischievously. "How many points do you think they gave?" Woonhui, holding his cup with a smirk, declares confidently, "Full points." Tangon, his eyes narrowing with a mix of frustration and amusement, snaps, "You're so fucking arrogant." Woonhui chimes in with a grin. "Am I wrong?" Tangon, conceding with a sigh, replies, "Fine, you're correct." Woonhui, his expression smug, leans back in his chair. "I knew it." He glances at Tangon, teasing, "Thanks to Instructor Tangon." He continues, her tone shifting to a more serious note. "Because of this spar, I've confirmed the strength of our former Wild Wind Squad members Tang Gyujin and Tang Hosan." Woonhui, picking up a piece of food with his chopsticks, adds thoughtfully, "The only issue left is that old fart that hasn't shown himself before the dark sovereigns." The scene shifts to a moonlit night, a carriage rolling through a rocky mountain path, Spider Companion leaning out, mutters, "Ha, just how much longer until we get there?" He glances at the distant horizon, his voice tinged with worry. "I didn't expect us to come this far." His expression shifts to one of nervousness. "If I get too far, he might think that I ran away and kill me." The carriage suddenly slows, the wheels creaking to a stop under the pale moonlight. Spider, startled, looks around. "Oh, it stopped? Did we reach our destination?" A cloaked figure steps forward, bowing slightly. We came without informing the temple, so I wonder if the Templars are present. Mistresh, stepping out of the carriage under the moonlit sky, looks around with wide eyes. Spider muses, so this is where the person who put the toxic cinnabar in the Junior Lord's medicine is. A dark, pulsating energy emanates from the temple ahead, the air thick with an ominous aura. Such strong dark energy. Spider, her expression shifting to one of shock, mutters, "Just who on earth is this Namgung wench collaborating with?" A shadowy figure with glowing red eyes steps into the light, their voice calm but chilling. "Thank you for coming this far, follower Namgung." The cloaked figure, standing under the temple's eerie glow, speaks with a cold edge. "The Master Templar informed me you were coming." Mistrek, their voice heavy with meaning. "The Master Templar knew of my coming. Their spiritual connection always surprises me." Spider, his eyes wide with realization, gasps, "That's..." The figure gestures toward the temple doors, their tone commanding. They await inside. Enter. The shadowy figure with glowing red eyes smirks, revealing sharp teeth. An advanced Jiang Shi. Like and subscribe.